Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says COVID challenge is not yet over. Appeals people to remain alert. Vice President M Venkaiah Naidu inaugurates 100-meter tower for 10 kilowatt operation of AIR FM station in Andhra Pradesh. Nagaland Olympic Association incorporates inclusive approach for sports development. And Dimapur to play against Mon district in Dr. T.R. Trophy finals. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the COVID-19 challenge is not yet over and stressed the need to remain alert. In his virtual interaction with the state chief ministers on the COVID-19 situation in the country, Modi said the Omicron and its variants can still cause havoc as witnessed in European countries. He said the scientists and experts are continuously monitoring the national and global situation. He emphasized that the priority should be to vaccinate all eligible children as soon as possible, and special campaigns need to be run in this direction. The Prime Minister said it is a matter of pride for every Indian that 96% of the adult population in the country has got at least one dose of COVID vaccine. He added that the country has to implement its strategy of test, track and treat effectively. Modi stressed the need to promote COVID-appropriate behavior in public places and called for scaling up infrastructure, manpower at medical colleges and district hospitals. The Prime Minister said the way the centre and the states worked together during the COVID-19 period has played an important role in the country's fight against corona. Modi said the coordination between central and state governments on economic decisions is more necessary than ever for the strength of India's economy in view of global conditions. Modi urged states which have not reduced VAT on petrol and diesel to do so, saying it is an injustice against the people. Vice President M Venkaiah Naidu today inaugurated a 100-meter tower for 10 kilowatt operation at All India Radio FM station at Nellore, SPS Nellore district in Andhra Pradesh. He called upon the media to follow the values of ethical journalism and to be responsible in their coverage of news. Soon after arriving at the AIR studios, Naidu gave a special address through live broadcast and dedicated the FM tower to the people of Nellore. He expressed happiness that the station which he laid the foundation for as the Minister of Information Broadcasting is operational today. Addressing the gathering later, Venkaiah Naidu stressed that freedom of the press is indispensable in a democracy. In this context, he underlined the critical role of broadcast media in national development. The Vice President noted the popularity of radio and its importance in educating the people on various issues. Naidu also recalled how radio has been instrumental in giving recognition to many artists as well as bringing extension services closer to the farmers. Nagaland Olympic Association (NOA) has incorporated an inclusive approach in the overall sports development programs of the state. Taking forward this approach, it has instituted the Paralympic Committee of the Nagaland Olympic Association under the recommendation of the State Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Nagaland. Following this, the Paralympic amenities was inaugurated today at the NOA office by State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, Tetano Nakro. Secretary of NOA, Abu Metre said, with streamlining of the NOA, it is writing a new narrative for development of sports in the state with an inclusive approach of establishment of Paralympic sports and the committee and inclusion of Paralympic disciplines in the future. Mehta also said it is committed to include in the forthcoming Nagaland Olympic Paralympics sports discipline in consultation with the committee and the commission. State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, Tetano Nakro, said it is a momentous occasion and a milestone for our state's journey towards inclusion. She said this is the first time that an effort is being made to develop and promote disability sports in an organized manner. She said the unique ability of the sports transcends linguistic, cultural, and social barriers, make it an excellent platform for inclusion of persons with disabilities. Nakro also reminded that for disability sports, sports facilities need to be made fully accessible. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AII News Kohima. Advisor NRE, ITNC and Science and Technology Monlomo Gigon said it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision to promote reading culture in the country as well as the sale and publication of books from local authors. He said this during the inaugural function of the two-day book exhibition and sale sponsored by the Raja Ram Mohan Ray Library Foundation, Kolkata, at the Department of Art and Culture at Kohima today. Advisor Gigon also released a departmental publication on archaeology of Mimi Caves. He said the department's publication, Archaeological of Mimi Caves, will go a long way in connecting the people to the archaeological history of our state. He also emphasized on the need to promote the local authors for their works and also the need for good marketing strategies to reach out to many. Sharing her publishing experience in Nagaland, publisher of Ben Trill Publication House Kohima, Rita Krocha, said the greatest challenge in publishing books in Nagaland has been the lack of readership or maybe lack of book buyers. She said publishing books is one of the greatest gifts that one can leave behind for the generation to come, and in telling the stories, one also leaves behind a wealth of knowledge for the children to read and learn about the culture that they come from. Grocha therefore said writers have the ability to preserve memories and ideas, and thus books are one of the most important aspects of preserving anything that is of value to any society or community. A two-day workshop on strengthening community resilience to climate change and disaster risk began at Kohima today. The workshop is being organized by Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority Home Department in collaboration with INSU Resilience Solutions, Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, Swiss RE, and Tata AIG. Addressing the inaugural program of the workshop, advisor of NSDMA, Kajedo Ginimi, said the government, through its various policies and efforts, has been working towards mainstreaming the concepts of disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation into policy making, planning and implementation. He said a process of measuring risk and resilience is a complex task and requires detailed scientific analysis of risk and vulnerability of different areas. The advisor, however, said such studies will help in developing realistic strategies for disaster prevention and mitigation in the state. Joint Chief Executive Officer, NSDMA Home Department, Johnny Ruongmei, emphasized the need for all the line departments to come together and work on the areas where it can reduce any risk factor. The stage is set for the D-Day of the 22nd Inter-District Dr. Diao Football Trophy as Dimapur and Mon register the wins in the two semi-final matches that were played today to enter the finals. Playing the first semi-final match of the day, Dimapur District Football Association defeated Peren District Football Association by a solitary goal to enter the final of the tournament. Mon District Football Association overcame Deputant Football Association Zeminu District 5-4 via tie-breaker after the match ended in a 1-1 draw. In a highly contested match, Mon delivered a spectacular game to give the jam-packed crowd they needed in a high-tempo game. Mon will now play against Dimapur in the final match of the tournament on Friday. Meanwhile, an exhibition match will be played between MTFA Organizing Committee and NFA Technical Team at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And now to the news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says COVID challenge is not yet over, appeals people to remain alert. Vice President M Venkaiah Naidu inaugurates 100-meter tower for 10 kilowatt operation of AIR FM station in Andhra Pradesh. Nagaland Olympic Association incorporates inclusive approach for sports development. And Dimapur to play against Mon District in Dr. Diao Trophy finals. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.